Iran and the US are having constructive talks. They've in fact had the first round of those constructive talks over Tehran's nuclear program. Now remember, US has staunchly stood against Tehran's nuclear programs, accusing the country of keeping nuclear weapons without permission. Take a look at this report.
Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi met with Omani officials in Muscat on Saturday ahead of negotiations with the United States over his country's nuclear program. Iran and the US will hold more negotiations next week over Tehran's rapidly advancing nuclear program. The two sides spoke for over 2 hours at a location on the outskirts of Muscat. Later, Iranian Foreign Minister said that the meeting was constructive and that both sides expressed commitment to continue the talks.
سازنده بود در یک محیط آرام و بسیار محترمانه انجام شد. هیچ زبان غیر مناسب به کار گرفته نشد و طرفین تعهد خودشون رو برای پیشبرد این گفتگوها تا رسیدن به یک توافقی که مطلوب دو طرف باشه و از موضع برابر صورت بگیره نشون دادن.
US has been a staunch opponent of Iran's nuclear program, and Iran's economy reels under Western sanctions led by US. President Donald Trump has repeatedly threatened to unleash airstrikes targeting Iran's nuclear program if a deal isn't reached. Trump said that Iran will be in great danger if the talks are not successful.
I think if the talks aren't successful with Iran, I think Iran is going to be in great danger. And I hate to say it. Great danger, because they can't have a nuclear weapon.
So is that a yes?
You know, it's not a complicated formula. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. That's all there is. You can't have it.
Meanwhile, the International Atomic Energy Agency has called on the United States and Iran to reach a deal on the Iranian nuclear issue as soon as possible. All eyes are now on the outcome of the US-Iran talks in Muscat.
Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez on Friday said that he expects intense negotiations between Europe and the United States during US President Donald Trump's 90-day pause on the so-called reciprocal tariffs. Sanchez said at a press conference in Beijing during his visit to China after President Trump's tariff pause announcement. Noting that the European Union is committed to open and free trade, upholds multilateralism and opposes unilateral tariff hikes, he said there was no winner in a trade war. The government of Argentina has now announced that it will lift most of the country's strict capital and currency controls on Monday, a high-stakes gamble made possibly by a new loan from the International Monetary Fund. In a nationally televised address, country's economy minister said the IMF's executive board has decided to approve about $20 billion bailout package announced earlier this week, which offers a lifeline to Argentina's dangerously depleting foreign currency reserves.